Today I'm going to discuss the significance of the election of 1912. The four men that ran in the election of 1912 was Woodrow Wilson, Theodore Roosevelt, William Taft, and Eugene Debs. William Howard Taft was Theodore Roosevelt's hand-picked successor. He was known for being the heaviest president. He became president in 1908 and intervened in East Asia, Mexico, Nicaragua, and Cuban affairs. This caused a lot of conflict between him and the Progressive Republicans. After some of Taft's new policies went into place, Roosevelt realized Taft's ideas were much different than his. With Taft leaning more conservative than Roosevelt, Roosevelt campaigned against Taft in the 1912 election. Taft responded in a speech comparing Roosevelt winning to a reign of terror that followed the French Revolution. One of the policies Taft promoted was dollar diplomacy, meaning they wanted to use American economic power to maintain global influence and control other countries by giving them money. He also was inspired by the open door policy, keeping big countries like China open to trade. He argued that with dollar diplomacy we were trading dollars for bullets. He believed that whoever controlled the railroads of a country also controlled its economy. He tried to propose a deal to purchase the Chinese railroads back from Japan and Russia to give them back to the Chinese government, but the deal was declined, ultimately resulting in some embarrassment to Taft and failure on dollar diplomacy in China. He tried to use dollar diplomacy in Latin America, but failed with that as well when the U.S. intervened in Mexico and Nicaragua too much. After Theodore Roosevelt lost the nomination from the Republican Party, Roosevelt walked out of the convention and formed his own party, the Progressive Party. Roosevelt promoted new nationalism. He ran on the platform of minimum wage for women, an 8-hour workday, child labor laws, social security system, national health service, and the direct election of senators. Roosevelt said he was strong as a bull moose, calling it the Bull Moose Party. Roosevelt's platform also advocated for downward revision of the tariff schedule, open publicity about corporate business practices and decisions, and laws prohibiting the use of corporate funds in politics. Roosevelt survived an attempted assassination when he was out campaigning. He was shot in the chest, but the bullet was blocked by a 50-page copy of his speech and a steel eyeglass case in his pocket. Woodrow Wilson was a lawyer, history professor, and the governor of New Jersey. As the governor, he supported regulated public utilities and railroads, and he fought for workers' compensation. When campaigning for president, his platform was known as the New Freedom Platform. He supported ideas like banking reform, lower tariffs, and small businesses. Wilson said that business monopolies were evil and advocated for small businesses. Wilson won 405 electoral votes. He wanted to break up trusts and expand the role of federal government in social reform. Wilson wanted to take over the triple wall of privilege, tariffs, trusts, and high finance. Wilson used Taft and Roosevelt fighting to his advantage. Staying out of their mudslinging, he said, "Don't interfere when your enemy is destroying itself." Eugene Debs was from the Socialist Party of America. Debs was a leader of the labor movement. While protesting the American Railway Union in 1894 during the Pullman strike, he was jailed for 6 months. While jailed, he developed his beliefs that mirrored socialist views of European labor movements. He was released and became a speaker for the Socialist Party. He ran for president a few times but had success in the 1912 election when he received almost 1 million votes. He campaigned on a pacifist platform and believed America should stay neutral in the First World War. After the election, he was jailed again for violating the Espionage Act. He then ran for president again from jail and received over 1 million votes, but did not win. In conclusion, this election had one of the highest number of votes for a non-Republican or Democrat candidate, one of the worst defeats in history from Taft, and caused Theodore Roosevelt to start the Progressive Party.